Hi! So I've been tasked with making a video talking about how you guys can practice your scales, or more specifically, how you can practice your scales using the Accompany Music app. So on the Accompany Music app, we've got loads of great resources, one of which happens to be drones. Now if you don't know what a drone is simply just a long-held note, okay, under a passage of music, okay? So think of like bagpipes, yeah? So we can use a drone when we practice our scales because what it does is it keeps that tone going steady so that we can keep practicing to it and we can make sure that our intonation is really, really in tune with this drone. So I'm just going to show you how to use this and sort of like how you can practice your scales whilst using the drone. Okay, hope you enjoy. So we're just going to boot up the Accompany Music app, which you'll all be familiar with. If not, you can message your teacher or Claudia or Chris at the centre and they will let you know the login and the password so that you can use this. Okay, so now that I'm on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to search and I'm going to type into the search bar drone. And here we are, we have a humongous great big list here of all the possible drones that you can pick. So for every note of the scale, we've got a drone. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a scale. So today I'm going to pick C. And when that loads up and it lets me play, and there you go, there's the drone. Okay, so when you've got the app booted up and you've picked which scale that you're going to do and you've picked the appropriate drone, it comes down to playing, okay? So now what we're really going to focus for here is really making sure that our sound matches the tone that is being made by our device, okay? And that's going to be really easy to hear once you're playing with it, okay? Because what you're going to find is that your cello is going to start beating. You'll feel it sort of going whenever you're sort of slowly drifting out of tune from the note that's being played, okay? And that really helps us. So basically you're after the slowest amount of vibrations coming from your cello to match that note. So if I just demonstrate and play my C. There's my C, so I'm going to play a C major scale. It's also really useful to make sure that you're properly tuned up on your cello before you start. And I'm going to slowly play each note and make sure that I'm perfectly in tune. Drift around each note. Make sure you really find the centre before moving on to the next. Oh, that's juicy. I like that. Open fifth. Juicy one, our major seventh, and then our octave. Really make sure that you're matching the tone, really listen. If you need to, if you're not quite sure if you're in tune, drift your fourth finger a little bit sharp, drift it a little bit flat. There we go. That was a little bit like the THX logo there. So let's just stop that so that we can talk. So, once you've played your scale and you've worked really slowly at it, forget about rhythm, don't think about playing it quickly, just focus on the notes. And then the next step after that is you can start to maybe join them up. So what I like to do is I like to play linked bows. So if we start it again. So we're just trying to make as smooth and as pure a sound as possible. And then after you've done your linked bows, you can maybe move on and try and play some slurred bows. Before moving on to your separate bows, okay? Now obviously when you're practicing your scales, variation is key, okay? If you get set in the same pattern, you're not going to make any progress with it, okay? So mix up your bow-ins. Do some maybe dotted bow-ins, do some funny rhythms, okay? Anything to make it different when you're practicing it, and that way your brain is really going to take in everything that you're doing, okay? So maybe play dotted rhythms. Then do it the opposite way. Maybe put in a long note every now and then. Variation is key when you're practicing your scales, okay? Anything to keep it fresh, anything to keep it active in your brain is going to be really beneficial, okay? And of course, use the drones to really help you, okay? It's the best thing for scales. I tell all my pupils to practice with a drone. If you can't access the Accompany Music app, go on YouTube, okay? There are dozens and dozens of videos, okay, of people where they've literally just put the note on and it'll last for like 10 hours, okay? It's really sad, but it's really useful for us, okay? Just go search C note and you'll find it. E flat note and you'll find it, okay? They're everywhere. So please, please, please practice with a drone and you'll notice tons and tons of improvement when you're practicing your scales, okay? And all your teachers will be amazed. Okay, everyone, I hope that was helpful, okay? I think that practicing with a drone is one of the most useful things that you can do in your practice, okay? Use it in your scales, okay? It's really going to strengthen them. You can use it in your arpeggios, you can use it in your diminished sevenths, even if you're super, super advanced and you're doing octaves. Even I use a drone when I'm practicing octaves, okay? It's super helpful and it's just going to really improve you. Use it in your pieces. If you know that your piece is in C major, use a C major drone, okay? And it's just really going to help you. It means that your intonation, you're not having to work so hard, and it gives you something to like link yourself to make sure that you're not drifting away and that you're not getting really out of tune. Okay? Any questions you can always ask me, okay? I'm readily available, or ask your other teachers, okay? And everyone's going to be super happy to help you. Alright, I hope that helps. I'll see you all soon. Bye!